Today, I am going to be golfing until I complete not one, but two collections events. We got Sensei Junior here in the prestigious E+ rank, and this will be the next installment of the Zero to Hero series, where I try to smurf my way from an unranked player to an S-ranked player. Starting off hole 13 here. A little bit of a headwind to deal with. Wasn't too big of a deal though. I did have to club up to a 5-iron, but only 7.5 feet away, so we will be sinking a birdie putt here. And I wasn't really paying attention at the beginning of the game. I'm not sure what the other ranks were in the lobby, but I did see a number of E players, so I don't have to deal with any big, scary A-ranked players in this match. Now moving on, we're on hole 15. Looks like there's pretty strong wind here, and it's actually max wind, which is pretty crazy to get when you're this low ranked, but I don't think it's going to affect the birdie chances on this hole at all.
Nice shot.
I mean, obviously the chip onto the green is going to be more difficult, especially now because I'm in the rough, but we'll still be able to get onto the green, give ourselves a putting chance for a birdie. And from here, I'll just go 7-iron, a smidge under full power. As you can see, ended up getting full power there.
Nice on.
A little bit of a mistake, but I mean, still only 15 feet away from the hole, so I don't think the extra couple pixels of power really affected me that much. And there it is. Nice birdie on hole 15. So a good birdie from Sensei Junior there. That is going to put us up in solo control of first place as we move on to the semifinals. And there was only one other birdie on that hole other than myself. I guess I'm not too surprised. I mean, it was a little bit tricky with the wind, even a little bit difficult for myself, so seeing players in the lower rank miss birdie, not too surprised there.
Nice shot.
Now hole 1 here, a little bit of wind to deal with, but chance for a chip-in eagle here. Obviously a chip-in on any hole is ambitious, but if I can adjust for the wind correctly, it is on the table.
Nice shot.
Ooh, not quite. It actually looked like I had the wind right, but when I hit the green, I did bounce off to the right, so I just missed the hole. Not too big of a deal though. There's another birdie here from hole 1. And so far this match has been pretty smooth sailing. I mean, 3 holes in, 3 birdies. I am continuing to hold a 3-point lead with 2 holes remaining in the game. So I do have to stay on my game just to make sure I can lock in the first place. Moving on to hole 3 here. Some more tricky wind to fight through.
Nice shot.
But again, with this wind, it shouldn't affect the birdie chances. Although the chip-in eagle is going to be a lot more difficult.
Nice shot.
We should still be able to make it onto the fairway though. Which we do pretty nicely, in fact. And from here, it's mostly just about calculating the power correctly if I do want to get that chip in. So with 22-mile-an-hour headwind, I think I'll go somewhere between 3.5 and full power on the 9-iron here.
Nice shot.
Yeah, it wasn't quite enough there. Not a big deal. That is going to be another birdie added to our score. And it does look like I am starting to pull away with first place just a little bit here. I mean, an 8-point lead going into the finals. For Yellow Pine to get an albatross and myself to get a birdie, for him to make a comeback, that would be pretty unlikely. Albatross isn't even possible here on hole 20. But it does look like we have a 5-way final, which is going to make things, I guess, a little bit more interesting. And also the good news for me is that I have really good tee position here. Anytime you're on hole 20, the more right you are, the easier it is to shoot off the tee. Now, because we have left to right wind, this tee shot's going to be difficult for everyone. This is the worst kind of conditions when you're on hole 20, left to right wind. I was able to utilize a driver curve though, just to nullify some of the wind and allow me to go just left of the cliff. Now, it was a pretty close shot, so had I just gone straight driver, not used the curve, I would have hit the cliff because the wind would have pushed me too far right. So really good tactics there to get me onto the fairway with a clear shot onto the green. And from here, I think maybe just a little bit under 3.5 with backspin. Yeah, it's a little bit light. Well, it looks like we made it through the tree anyway. If you heard there, it did sound like our ball clipped the tree. And that's because I gave it a little bit less power. So had I gone more power, I probably would have had a better chance of clearing the tree. But it didn't matter in the end because the tree didn't actually slow me down. So I made it onto the green nonetheless, and I do think, honestly, a pretty nice birdie on hole 20. And this hole was definitely tough for the other 4 people. The next best score was a bogey. So in the end, it was a pretty nice 50-point performance, a comfortable 14-point win in the end. Let's see how much rank that's going to give us in the E+ bar. Ooh, pretty nice amount there. That was like, what, almost half a bar? And let's see how many collection points we can get. 441, I will take that. It's going to be 4 items that we're going to add to our library here. Classic volleyball, that looks pretty nice. Honestly, I do enjoy playing volleyball in this game. I actually think it's quite fun. It's just also the most frustrating game. Number one, the lag is like unreal. There's lags and like, if somebody quits, you don't get any rank, the game just ends. Plus, if you get a trash opponent, it's just like, GG, go next. It's almost an automatic loss if your opponent, or sorry, your partner is what I meant to say. If the guy you're teamed with sucks, it's almost like an automatic loss. So, although volleyball is fun, it's also very frustrating, which is why I don't really play it at all. But moving on to the second game here of the collections grinding, as well as the rank grinding with Sensei Junior. We got hole 7. We are getting really strong wins today. I am a little bit surprised to see these kind of wins. But I do think that does give me an advantage, because obviously I have more experience playing with really strong wins than players who are going to be E, D, and C ranked. So not that I'm necessarily concerned about a loss in the first place, like having an advantage. I don't really need an advantage when I'm playing as an E ranked player, but still I would consider that a bit of an advantage anyway. Now, stroke 3 here, I'm pretty close to the end of the fairway, so I wouldn't think I need full power, but the wind looks like it's a slight headwind.
Nice shot.
Let's try that out. Ooh, wow, I did not give the wind the respect it deserved there on that shot. Honestly, it looked like it was pretty good power in the end, but that wind read on my end was a complete failure. So maybe strong winds actually doesn't give me an advantage,
Nice appeal.
because I am pretty bad at reading the wind. Anyway, starting this game off with a par and no birdies there. I don't know if I'm surprised or if that's more to be expected, but regardless, in a three-way tie for first place at the moment. Moving on to hole 8 here. Haven't really gotten any fun holes this video so far. No hole 12, 14, 18. I would like to get some par 5s this video. Add a few eagles to the highlight reel. And I really don't need that much power here. Yeah, that might be a little too light though. No, we did make it onto the green, or we cleared the water is what I was worried about. And I actually did try to give it backspin. I didn't and actually get it, but hopefully that isn't gonna be the reason why I missed birdie. And it's not, so not the prettiest shot off the tee, a few mistakes, but still sunk birdie there. And here we go, looks like that birdie is going to give me a solo first place lead. Only 2 points, however. Here we are on hole 1, yet again with strong wind.
Nice shot.
Again, I don't think this wind is going to prevent us from getting the birdie. Just going to have to add a little more power than normal when chipping onto the green, just to push through the wind. And I actually don't think 7-iron is going to be enough, so I will club up. Okay, once again, I read the wind completely wrong and end up on the fairway, so turns out the wind is actually going to affect my birdie chances. But I'm still able to make a pretty nice fairway putt there to rescue the birdie there. And with that clutch fairway putt, that is going to keep me in first place, because had I missed that putt, person in second would have passed me by 1 point. So good plays there, but I am only on 27 points after 3 holes. A little bit lower than I would like to be, but I mean, hole 7 was kind of difficult, so I guess I can give myself a pass there. 20-mile-an-hour wind this time. And yeah, I'm not sure why we're getting such strong winds. I mean, in lower ranked lobbies, the winds are easier, and in higher ranked lobbies, they are stronger and more difficult. At least I'm under the impression that that's true. I'm pretty sure it's true. I don't think that's just like a myth or anything.
Nice shot.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, wind, hole placement, it's all random. All I'm trying to do is get the win realistically. I would like to have some games with like pretty high points, pretty good performances, but at the end of the day, all I'm looking for is wins, no matter how many points I score. At hole 3 here, I will go 3 dots on the 9-iron. Ooh, I actually went a little bit light. That's fine though.
Nice on.
Once again, completely misread the wind, but enough for a birdie putt here, which I do sink.
Nice birdie.
And with that birdie, it will be enough to extend my lead a little bit, give me a bit more of a cushion here going into the final hole. The lead is now up to 5 points, so it would take a pretty epic collapse here if I want to lose. I know I keep talking about the wins, but I actually am pretty shocked right now. Doesn't matter though. Let's try to get the birdie here. That is going to be difficult, I think.
Nice shot. Nice.
On the green, so there's that, but still 20 feet away. 24.7 to be exact. But it's a pretty decent putt on my end, so a good birdie to finish off the game. And the lead was extended to 8 points by the end of the game. A decent 47-point performance, but at the end of the day, a win is a win. That should be more than enough to rank up out of E+. Finally hit Sensei Junior's new personal best of D rank. And there it is, a nice rank up into D-. Ooh, halfway into D minus. That's pretty crazy. I feel like just 2 wins here is going to be enough to get from D minus into D rank. And another 483 collection points. That's enough for 5 items this time. And with just 1 collection item left, it looks like we'll finish the second collection here after this match, and then we will start making headway into the collection 03. Check this out, we have a B minus player. Although no A player, I think B is still pretty good compared to where I'm at in D minus. Now, starting off game number 3 on hole 10.
Nice shot.
We do have strong headwind, but it's pretty flat. Although, not a fan of this pin position, so not going to be expecting any eagles here, but I'll still try my best. What I'm going to do for this situation is overshoot the hole and look to backspin, hopefully into the hole.
Nice shot.
Okay, not quite. I was a little too far to the right.
Nice on. Nice birdie.
10 points stolen off of hole 10 here in game number 3. Looks like half the lobby got birdies. So a 4-way tie here, and here we go, finally getting a par 5. Or we've had par 5s earlier in the video, but this is like an eagleable par 5. 12, 14, 18.
Nice shot.
And I actually couldn't adjust as much as I wanted to for the wind because I was worried I was going to be in the tree, the one that we just barely cleared, because tee position does matter on this hole. If you are on the right of the tee box and there's wind going right to left, that's unfortunate for you because you can't adjust as much as you want. Otherwise, you'll just hit the tree and drop out of bounds. But from here, honestly, I think I just go full power 3-iron. Try to add a little bit of backspin just to slow my ball down when it hits the green.
Nice shot.
So I got exactly what I wanted there. Could have been a little bit better on the wind adjustment side of things. But really not a big deal because eagle was just sunk.
Eagle.
And there were a couple other eagles there. Or it looks like only one other. But that person who eagled this hole also birdied the first hole, so we are still tied for first. Moving on, we have hole 4. It looks like there's definitely some wind, so we'll see what the standings look like after this hole. There might be a bit of a shake-up. 22-mile-an-hour wind. That's by no means easy. For myself, though, I will go under full power on the 5-iron, add some backspin. The hole is at the near side of the green, so I think backspin is necessary.
Nice shot.
Okay, well, clearly misread the wind there. I think that is becoming a common theme here for this video, although that is just a common theme for my entire gameplay. I'm really not that good at reading wind. Good news for me, though, is that I am pretty good at putting, so I can often bail myself out of bad chips with good putts, which is exactly what I did there. And the clutch putt and the birdie there is going to give me solo position of first place as we move on to the second hole of the semifinals, where we find ourselves on hole 6. Now, when the hole is on the left side of the green, as it is right here,
Nice shot.
I will try to get myself between the 2 trees. These 2 right here. Unfortunately, I did not give it enough power. I am on the rough. So normally, if I were to be on the fairway, I could chip and I could clear this tree right here, land on the green, backspin towards the hole. Unfortunately for me, I messed up my tee shot, so I am going to have to drive it somehow. Or you know what, I'll still chip it, but I'll just accept the fact that I'm not going to be on the green. Yeah, that's fine. I do have a lead right now, so if I get par, at the very least, I should still be tied for first.
Nice approach. Nice par.
And actually, it looks like I'm not even tied still. Because nobody got the birdie there, it was all pars. So it looks like I still hold a one-stroke lead going into the finals, where we find ourselves on hole 9 here. Looks like there's some tailwind too, so this could be interesting. I wonder if we can drive onto the green from our second stroke. It really depends on how strong the tailwind is. In 9 miles an hour, I don't think it's going to be possible.
Nice shot.
Although it is tempting to go for, I will say that. But since I only have a one-stroke lead, and if I do go out of bounds, that'll effectively erase my lead. I will play it safe, just go for the birdie here. No need to force the eagle when I'm already in a first place position. And this is a pretty tricky hole placement, to be honest. I think I am going to use backspin. Hopefully I can backspin towards this side of the hole, because I don't want to be putting downhill. I would rather be putting uphill.
Nice shot.
And it was actually pretty strong backspin, so that wasn't very good either. Ooh, pretty close to the birdie putt there. Just lipped out, so I am going to be settling for par.
Nice par.
Nope. Nope.
And with that par, that will bring my total score down to 48. But good news for me, it's not enough to
Congratulations.
lose me the game. I had built up enough of a lead to afford getting a par there. So first game in D- is a win. As to be expected, I would say. And that's a lot of rank. Yeah, so like I predicted, only 2 wins is all I need to rank up to D rank. And we are going to finish 0-2 cute collection here. Not really my style, probably not going to be using the cute set, to be completely honest, but we still have one more completion, or not completion, one more collections event to complete in the remainder of this video. The soccer collection here. Should only take 2 more games, I would expect, to finish this collection event, but we'll see. So here we go, jumping into another game here. Looks like we find all E ranks except for myself, so this is kind of interesting. I wonder if we're going to see a lot less rank gained at the end of this game. However, this is technically my rank up game, and if I do win this and I do rank up, that'll be the second time I've ranked up in just one video. Obviously, that would never be possible in the S ranks, but
Nice shot.
since I'm down here smurfing, it is more than possible. I think I'll go 3 dots on the 7-iron here. Ooh, very close. The wind didn't quite push me enough to the left. which does leave me 12 feet away. But still sinking the birdie putt.
Nice birdie.
So it looks like we had 5 birdies there. 1 triple bogey, 1 quad bogey, and 1 no score. So kind of a mixed bag there on hole number 1. But moving on, we have hole 2, jumping from hole 1 right onto hole 2. And a little bit of a tricky hole placement if you want to get the hole in one. Gonna need to have very precise power and aim for that matter.
Nice shot.
And I did not have either of those, so
Nice on.
landing 13 feet away, not really close to the hole in one there. Gonna be settling for a birdie.
Nice birdie.
But I mean, so far, getting birdies where chip-in eagles were possible hasn't been a problem for me. I mean, I'm undefeated on this account so far, so what I'm trying to say is, as long as I keep winning, I will not complain. Although getting nice highlight reels is always nice, I do think it adds entertainment to the video. Speaking of which, we do find ourselves on hole 4 with literally 0 wind, so what do we think? Hole in one here?
Nice shot.
Ooh. You could not have been closer to the hole in one there. I don't really need that replay to tell me that I missed the hole in one shot. Well, there's another birdie, I suppose. I know I just said that as long as I keep winning, I won't complain, but those really close shots are kind of annoying. But anyway, back to the game. 6-point lead here with 2 holes remaining. And I don't think I've gotten a chip in this video. I did have that eagle on hole 12, but I don't think I've gotten a chip in. And I believe that after this game, there's going to be one more game left before I complete the collections event. So including this hole, there's 7 holes left.
Nice shot.
I'm going to make it my mission to get a chip in before this video ends. I have 7 chances to do that, I think. The first of those chances is going to come on hole 5 here with maximum wind.
Nice shot.
You know what, thinking about that now, looking at how far our ball actually went, I should have adjusted way more for the wind, and I actually might have been on the green and had a chance for a putting for an eagle.
Nice approach.
Wow, 2 feet away from the chip in there. That was pretty close. I think we're going to get it this video. I think I'm going to get a chip in the next 6 holes. I just have a hunch, you know? With that birdie there, I am going to extend my lead even more. So the lead is up to 9 points here going into the finals, which is hole 17. So, I don't know, actually. It's pretty common, I would say, to miss the green and then chip in birdie. So, as much as I dislike hole 17, maybe this is a blessing in disguise for this video and where I'm at right now.
Nice shot.
Although, yeah, with this hole placement, it would be pretty spectacular if you missed the green.
Nice birdie.
So here we are, another 50-point performance. This time it's a 15-point lead at the end of the game. Although I do remember now, this lobby was all E ranks, so it'll be interesting to see how much rank we gain here. Well, it was still a godly amount compared to what I'm used to playing and ranking up in the higher S ranks. And another 5 items here. There are only 8 left, well now 7, so after I finish this item run, there's only going to be 3 left, which means 1 more game for this video. And 1 more chance at a chip-in. Looks like we find Ariel again. Unfortunately for her, she has approximately 0 chance at winning this game. I guess that would be unlucky timing that she decided to play at the same time that I decided to play. But hey, business is business. I'm here to rank up to S rank while going undefeated. There will be a few victims along the way. That's just the way it's gonna go. But here we are, hole 13.
Nice shot.
And with the miss there,
Nice on.
I've only got 4 chances left. 4 holes left to make the chip in. Yeah, I really want to get one this video. I've kind of talked myself into it. Okay. Don't ask me what happened because I have literally no idea, but check this out. 6 people disconnected. Literally 6 people disconnected on the first hole. It's me and Ariel, the girl I just beat by 15 points. This has literally never happened to me. I've never had 6 disconnections on the first hole. I have no idea what's going on here. But, I mean, I guess I'll just play this through as normal. I mean, I don't want to lose to Ariel, you know?
Nice shot.
I'm just wondering if I'm not going to gain any rank from the other 6 players. Because technically I didn't beat them. Technically they disconnected, so if one E+ player beaten is the only, like, rank I'm going to gain, it's going to be pretty minimal.
Nice shot.
Alright, that was a terrible chip.
Nice on.
Not even remotely close to the Albatross. But, eagle putt. That'll be the second eagle of this video, I think. And I kind of feel bad, you know? Like, Ariel just lost 50 to 35. And now it's just, we're the only 2 players. She's already down by 4 points. I don't know, maybe I don't actually feel bad, but like, I feel like maybe it's a little bit embarrassing for her. In any case, I'm just going to focus on my game. I'm on pace for 54 points, so let's see if I can get that here this game. It'd be a good way to end off this video with a 54-point performance. And with headwind here, I'll just go full power on a 3-iron.
Nice shot.
And yeah, backspin wasn't necessary there because
Nice on.
I already knew it was going to be a little bit close, like on the short side. And a pretty nice side hill putt there to keep my 54 dreams alive. So the lead is up to 7. I am now at 34. My only competitor is at 27. And moving on to hole 9 here for the 4th hole of the game. Looks like we have a tailwind here, and it does look pretty strong from this angle right now. And you love to see this wind on hole 9. I wouldn't say that's the best hole placement though, so
Nice shot.
it actually might like nullify the eagle chances a little bit. But let's see what I can do on the power prediction side of things here. Because obviously we can make it onto the green, but when we hit the green, we're going to roll pretty far because of the wind. And obviously you can add backspin with the spoon here, or the driver. I do wonder about the 3-iron though. I mean, I have such a big lead. If I go out of bounds, it's not the end of the world. So if I go 3-iron, I could potentially have a really good approach for an eagle. Nah, I don't think I will. I'll just go spoon here.
Nice shot.
Shoot, I accidentally curved that to the left. Yeah, so that's too bad, because I mean, really good win for hole 9. Gonna be ending up with the birdie anyway. Okay, never mind. That was a beautiful chip for eagle. 26-mile-an-hour wind to fight through. And just one bounce and right into the hole. So there it is. Finally, I got a chip for you guys in this video. It came at the very end. But if you watched this far in the video, you got a pretty nice highlight reel. And we still got one more hole. Hole 10 here. So honestly, this is looking like a 58-point performance. A chip in would, you know, boost me above 60.
Nice shot.
And only 4-mile-an-hour wind here. It's not out of the question. Chip and eagle here, not at all off the table. Or sorry, it's 6 mile an hour, not 4.
Nice shot.
Oh, so close.
Nice approach.
Just lipped off the hole there for the what would have been a cheeky 62-point performance. Instead, we do have to settle for 58. So it's a really great way to finish off the collections with a nice 58-point performance. In the end, it was a 14-point lead over Ariel. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, first time I matched up with her, I beat her by 15 points. Second time, it was 14. I guess I do feel a little bit bad, but also not really. Anyway, though, onto the collections here. This should be enough to finish off the 03 collection. And with just 3 left, it was more than enough to finish off, collect all the items. And that's the soccer collection completed. So not only did I complete 2 collections, I also ranked up twice in this video with Sensei Junior. So if you did enjoy this video, do hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next video.